Well, good evening. I'm Kelly Phillips. Thank you for staying up late with us tonight. Greg Kerr has the night off. More calls for resignations at tonight's Beaumont School Board meeting. This time directly from a trustee to the superintendent himself. KFDM's Justin Hinton is back from the meeting. Justin, how did it all end?
Kelly, really with two sides, namely the black community and the white community battling back and forth, but it did not begin that way. At times, tonight's meeting showed moments of progress within the district. Superintendent Dr. Chargois began the meeting with his State of the District report, saying he has conducted phone interviews for the CFO position and should be able to bring a name to the table next week. The district also introduced the TEA monitor for the special education program. There he is there, Fred Schaefer. He will have access to the improvement plan for the special education program and will make sure that it's being followed. Dr. Chargois also addressed the district discussed that the district will present its response to the TEA's preliminary report on the district's finances tomorrow. We originally reported the district asked for an extension because that's what we were told by the Texas Education Agency. Later, they released a statement which was confirmed by Dr. Chargois that the district did not file an extension. The TEA says when districts are on break, they are given extra time. Dr. Chargois, however, said they will be prepared to give their response to the TEA tomorrow, the original deadline, and will hold a press conference to share their thoughts with the public. The district also hired a head coach and campus coordinator for Ozan, and that's when things began to unravel.
I took the resignation of the football coach, I believe it was last month, and I've had 3 different people tell me that he's back on payroll. Are we going to have 2 head coaches on Ozan, or is he on payroll still? Where exactly is the head coach who he's replacing right now?
Actually, that's a personnel matter. I'll be glad to talk with you about that in executive session.
I don't think it is a personnel matter. If he's not working with us anymore, we accepted his resignation, and I'm wanting to know, is he personnel with BISD?
Again, I'll say I will discuss that in executive session.
But the question is, if he's not personnel with BISD, it is not a personnel matter. Is he on our payroll?
We will discuss it in executive session.
Thank you for answering the question.
Neil also called for the superintendent's resignation, which wasn't taken very well by Trustee Zenobia Bush. She responded to that call, saying that Neil wasn't allowed to do that, and we spoke with both after the meeting.
Well, I knew that I couldn't bring it up, but they have done things before that weren't on the agenda, and I thought maybe they wouldn't know about this one either.
He knew that was out of line, but because he had an audience here that would participate and be glad to hear that, he said those things. But it was all to cause more divisiveness, and that's what I continue to say.
Bush went on to say that calls for board resignations had little to do with improprieties in the district and more to do with control. Take a listen.
Until people in my community tell me to step down, I'm not going anywhere unless the commissioner himself says so. But other than that, people that come to these meetings and rant and rave because they don't have control, they can just keep doing that.
Now, Neil says he will request an item calling for the superintendent's resignation at the next board meeting. Kelly?